Hi everyone, I'm Tammy E. and welcome back to An Accidental Retiree. Today I have my March writing update. This is the video where I tell you what I did during my writing journey in March. I know it's April, but I can't tell you what I'm doing this month before I tell you what I did last month, and you'll see April's in May. I always have to think about that. Stay tuned and I hope you enjoy. I'm a little late. I don't know if I'm going to get this done, but today is March 4th and I was working on editing the February vlog that came up today for you, and now I'm working on setting up these journals. I think that's about all I'm going to get to today. I have a couple of notes. If I'm lucky, I'll jot down in my Bible, but otherwise, that's what I'm doing. I'm wearing the Kai Kunzite. I really think these must be lab created because I just don't know. But anyway, they're supposed to be Kunzite. And I did this little Kunzite suite. I made the little leather on my necklace for the March vlog for today, and got the vlog started. So you're going to see a little time lapse of me working on these journals over here. So here I am writing in the Bible and also making a few notes in some of the other journals, setting them up with tabs and so on. I was able to write in them a couple of other times this month, and then finally the last day of the month I wrote quite a bit in the 1950s and 1960s journals. I'm getting a little tired, so I'm going to have to put the brakes on. I will finish putting these two stickers in, which are, I've put in my 1700s, which is what I'm really working on this month. I put characters setting, story outline, notes from like video, TV notes from books, and that's for my colonial period, Revolutionary War book. And then the 1960s I started. I'll finish that another day. Same with the 1950s. The Bible I'll work on tomorrow too. I'm going to put these two kind of underneath my stuff over here, and then do the Bible tomorrow. I'm kind of disappointed because I did have some things I wanted to write down today, but I'll write them down in another notebook that I have later as I'm relaxing. It's just about time for my blood pressure medicine, so I'm going to have to have a little something to eat, and then I'll rest the rest of the evening. I have babysitting duty today, so I can't over push it. So I'm going to have to, take it easy now because I'm getting a little tired, and maybe I can take a little nap too before my grandson is under the weather today. So that means he might wake up in the middle of the night, and yeah, it might not be an easy night for me. So I'm going to have to take it easy and maybe get a little nap in myself. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Well, here I am today, and I'm going to do a little writing vlog. I think I am kind of tired, so I don't know how much I'll get done, but we'll see. I did a lot of praying, and then I put something away for connecting to my writing and my channel and everything, but now I'm a little tired. I had lots of things that I was doing around the house today for another vlog that you'll see. But what did I do yesterday? Well, I got some of this accomplished in terms of tabbing, but not enough. And now I don't know where I put my tabs that I was using yesterday. So that's kind of a total bummer. Oh, there they are. They're right here. So I think what I'm going to do is work on my Bible. I worked on, and I do want to work on these other two. I did get this Revolutionary War colonial period one all tabbed, ready to go and work in. So I'm excited about that. I've got a ballpoint. I'm all set for that. I ordered another book that I really am interested in studying. So that's going to come up. I'm not going to work on the story quite yet. I want to do a little more of my genealogy plotting in a little notebook, which I can't find right now. But oh, there it is in this one. And I think I may be putting this one close to me in the evenings because I'm going to be using this in the evenings, I think, or in the mornings. So I'm going to keep that close by. So that's one thing I'm going to do. I need to get my lamp close by to me. So that's going to be something. But I don't know if I'm going to put this by me today because I don't think I'm going to get to it tonight. I'm sure of that. So anyway, I'm going to put this back because that belongs there for right now as I tab these. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this episode until I can no longer work, which it's about that time where I'm a little tired out and fatigued. So we'll see, because it's about time for me to do the blood pressure stuff, but we'll see. So here I am, really writing some notes about what the world is like right now, along with some good insights into the first book. I did change what I thought would be the second to the third book and inserted another book that will have a different family's main focus, but all will thread through to each other. So it's really kind of neat. So what I have done is I have my notebooks for the 50s set up and the 60s. And while I was doing the 60s, I realized I needed another tab. I can't really do that in the 50s because I only was alive basically 1 year and I was a baby. So, you know, it's all family stories. So I have a section in here that I want to, you know, write down some family stories that I know from the 50s and things that I can gather from things that I have from my mom and stuff like that too. So I'll write those things down. You know, in some ways this is kind of like things for my family to look back on too. It's not going to be just, you know, it's not necessarily just for my novel. And then here I'm going to write down my own memories of the 1960s because I grew up in the 1960s and 1970s. So I added that little section, and that was kind of an aha moment. I need to put that in. So, because that's different. That's firsthand historical reference. That's why anything written past 1960 and 1958 cannot be considered historical fiction. It's contemporary to my lifespan. Anything before that is historical fiction for me. So that is kind of where I'm at. So, but it's so long ago, you know. And, you know, I have, you know, one perspective as someone who is, you know, living it, and someone who is trying to write stories about it. So it's, anyway, I don't know. It's getting late. I'm not making a lot of sense right now. So I'm going to probably quit. I'm going to leave putting my Bible tabs in for tomorrow because I still want to think about those. I thought I was going to do that first, but I am kind of tired. I'm going to focus my brain energy now as I'm resting on how I'm going to set this up and actually maybe doing some of the jots down that I had hoped to do yesterday. I always kind of plan it, but I do like doing my little prayer session like you will have seen in my March vlog later this month. You will see it. I shouldn't you've seen it because it hasn't happened yet, but if you've seen that first, then anyway, I'll be posting that after this video goes up. But so that's my slow writing progress for today. If I feel energetic and my grandson keeps me up all night like he did last night, maybe I will work on my iPad a little bit if my eyes aren't fatigued. But I have a feeling they're going to be, because they're feeling a little bit that way now. So I'm going to relax and watch a video that I found about with John Thaw, the actor who played Morse, Inspector Morse. I just loved that show, loved that actor, and I really only learned about him after he was unfortunately dead. But so what was there was there. But this was one, Into the Blue, that I had never heard of nor seen before. So I'm having fun watching that this afternoon, and now I did my due diligence of doing my chores that I had to do. Most of the chores, I still have some dishes to do, which I'm trying to keep up with them as they come, but that didn't happen today. But it will. It will. Today I had to take out garbage, so I did that. And then I worked in my office for about 2 hours, with praying and doing a little. I have one little craft thing I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do it on camera, but I might. For my other vlog that I'm doing for March. So I have a couple of haul type videos that I'll be filming too. So, really some of this stuff won't be coming up until, gosh, sometime this summer probably, because I have so many that I have to put up yet. So I have this weird bruise on my arm. It looked terrible when I first saw it. I was like, oh man, there's another one. I guess I have 2 bruises. That might be a problem. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. There's always something. I thought it was this one, and then I noticed I had this one. So what the heck? I must have banged something. Knowing me. They're not huge. This one's getting old, and this one's new, but it's looking old. Oh, well, hopefully I'll still be here next month at this time whenever I put this up. Well, I won't be putting it up if I'm not, right? Anyway, yeah, that's life when you're 67. You just kind of hope to get better and hope to stay alive, and it's a struggle. It's a struggle. The struggle's real. I hope I can get to this earlier tomorrow, but when you're up till 4, you sleep 6 hours, it's already 10. But I did sleep 6 hours, so that's good. With my machine, no doubt. So, there's progress. Progress all along. It's just my accidental life, my accidental retired life. So, I'll see you in the next segment. Another work day, and I had a lot of those this month. I really enjoy sitting and writing in my journals. I have a lot of different journals that I write, and not just for my series. And I did a lot of that this month as well. This one might have been from another project. I was able to get my Bible set up. I made some notes for today that I wanted to, in a section that I'm calling, basis of series. And then I have to do my book outline, the outline of the books, and then I may do more detailed as I go on. And then the characters, I left a lot of space to develop characters for the story and have, notes taken for where I can find them, and, so on. And then I also, and maybe sometimes I'll even glue things in here. I don't know how it'll look in the end. And then I have video notes, because I've already watched some videos, so I want to go back and make some notes. And then just general things for ideas, basis, philosophy underlining the series. And then book notes too, things that I read, which might be articles too. So, and basic thoughts, which could have gone in the front, but I have them back there for the back. So I have my Bible as it is set up. I may change what I want. Maybe eventually I'll have it a digital Bible, but for now I like this hard copy, working copy. It's just something I want to do. It's a way to keep organized, and I can put, plans and checklists in here, all kinds of things I can put in here as I start work on the series. So apologize for noises, but I have people around me, and it's life in my house, and you're getting a snippet of that. And usually I work when I'm kind of alone, or my husband is just home or something, but that doesn't happen very often. And well, I have a lot of alone time now, but usually my daughter's sleeping, because she works sometimes at night, and or she's busy and not in the house, so because everybody's busy here. But anyway, so I've got my Bible ready to go, and I have to start making notes in my other things I have here. I have this that I want to make notes in, so I'll be working on that this weekend, maybe a little. Definitely my genealogy book. And I'm probably not going to check in until Monday because it's going to be a busy weekend. I have babysitting to do and all kinds of stuff like that. So I'll see you in the next segment. So this week I did quite a bit of research into the 18th century and what they wore. Watched many videos. I am acquiring a few books. I want to try constructing some of the costumes, but that probably will be during or after I write the first draft. I have some costumes coming for a costume haul, so I'm not really going to be spending my money on that right now. But I'm kind of getting ready for the United States 250th celebration of our Declaration of Independence this summer. And I, of course, am excited about it because I had ancestors that participated in the American Revolution that I wrote down on Sunday. And I'm going to be looking right at my little list here that I have so I can keep this straight. And then maybe I'll lock it in my brain for once and for all. But I have to look a little bit here. Oh, there it is. All right. My great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather, my great-great-great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather. I think it's my fifth great-grandfather. So it's my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was a captain in the American Revolution, and my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was a colonel under George Washington. That man got wounded during the American Revolution early in the war, and then he went back, and he was kind of a reverend, sort of. He ended up being a justice of the peace. Anyway, his daughter, who was married to the captain, died in 1776, and so I'm trying to find out what she died of, how she died of, and what could have happened, so that I'm going to be doing a what if with her, and she's going to be kind of like core to that. And so that's why I was reading on the colonial period, because I'm going to want to know what her life was like, because she dies in 1776. Now the story is not going to completely end in 1776 because she's going to be kind of the main character, but then I'm going to introduce the son that grows up without his mother, because he was only 2 when she died, and he had some siblings, and then he has a stepmother and some more half siblings. So that kind of ties into how complex my lineage is and how complex one of the characters will be. I'm probably going to be like as in Yellowstone, starting out in 1967, 68, as the core part of the whole story, although I might start it a little earlier because I do have something written in the late 50s, so I'm kind of exploring that, and that's what I have, 21,000 plus words, almost 22,000 words written, and I'm going to try to get 22 or more before the end of the month yet. It's March 27th, so I have a few days. I have acquired some more books, of course, and one of them is The Language of the Fan, because I thought that would be kind of fun, because there'll be a few little aristocratic kinds of people, or people that rub elbows with the aristocrats in the colonies. So we're going to do that. And then, I do have let's see, the woman that dies, the captain's wife, her mother had a father who had slaves and was very concerned about how it was going. I read about this too, was very concerned about where they were going and, what they were going to do. So he was very proud of his property. And it was, his plantation, and I think it was a tobacco plantation in Virginia. And so then, his daughter, that is, like the wife of the colonel, she didn't really inherit that, but, there could be something there with that anyway. So, yeah, we have that going on too. So, and I could be wrong, could be back yet in one more generation too. So, most of my relatives fought on the Union side, as far as I know, in the Civil War on both sides of my family. So my mother's, I think it's her grandfather was in the Civil War. I think it was her grandfather, yeah. And he was a German immigrant, but he fought at Gettysburg and was one of 2 people in his platoon that survived Gettysburg. And he was so grateful for surviving Gettysburg that he was a very devout Methodist, and he gave some land to create the parsonage of his church. And he was a very successful farmer who was able to, start almost all, I think, all of his sons off with land. And, so that was that. Anyway, and that story, will be told within the fiction of my stories, because I think it's part of Americana. And, that will be inspiring, definitely things in the 50s and 40s and so on. So, not true, but, because I only know little bits and pieces. And so it's fictionalized, but I'm going to weave a tale. And that no one should say that this happened in our family, because it's going to be fiction, folks. If you want to know what I know of the truth, I can tell you, but you may know more than I do. Anyway, so I'm going to end March 27th little piece here. I did 7 minutes today, and that's kind of what happened this week. And, I'll update you, probably one final time. Or more, but probably just one more time for March. So here I am, not looking that great on the last day of the month, and that's probably because I've been kind of sick. I'm on antibiotic for a sinus infection yet again, of course. It's that time of year for me. Anyway, so I've just kind of been taking it easy, watching a lot of videos on 18th century dress, my passion right now, and thinking about that story that I want to start writing one day. I think this month I might start it, but I'm still more in the research phase for April again, and I think I will actually try to do maybe 30,000, 40,000 words on the other draft that I've been working on, because I might publish that one first anyway. So, and even if I don't, it's good to have it in a draft and kind of ready to polish. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I might even work on it yet today, but I can't guarantee. I wanted to get this video ready to be up on Wednesday, April 1st. I'm no fool. I wanted to get something done today, and I have been doing a few things around the house, so that's always good, and that's always what helps make things more productive the next month. So I have made progress with that this month, a lot of progress, which you'll see, and I've been doing a lot of fun things, and then I got sick a little bit, but I've been enjoying taking care of my grandson and just living my life, and I've been enjoying going live too, so it's been a busy month and productive, but is it as productive as I'd like? Well, it never will be because my goals are always more than what they can possibly be. But I'm learning to not beat myself up if I don't get everything done that I want to. I'm still making progress one step at a time. It's quality, not quantity. That's my motto, and it's always been. And I kind of have forgotten that when I'm listening to some of these people that can do a heck of a lot more, and they're a little bit younger than I am, and maybe their writing is different than mine, so there's that. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Please do subscribe to my channel, An Accidental Retiree. I'm Tammy E saying bye for now, God bless, and see you soon.